Welcome back! Let's make some adorable sweet cherries. First, I'm going to start out by tracing this little spongy tool just because it's just about the right size circle that I want. And then I'm going to clean it up. I'm using a chalk pencil because they go onto these smooth Mexican beach pebbles really easily. So I'm going to do a pair of these circles, kind of clean them up so that they're nice and round. And then I'm going to add 2 stems to the cherries and a pair of leaves. Now I'm going to base coat these 2 cherries with some Liquitex gesso that will help because this rock is super smooth, so this helps kind of give a nice base so the paint doesn't slide around, and because red is sometimes a difficult color, this will help make it nice and bright and vibrant. So I'm going to start by applying the red paint with a paintbrush so that I can make sure that the circle has full coverage all the way around. And this is a multi-surface paint, so it has a little bit more shine to it than a matte paint, and which means the brush lines show through it a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is take one of these spongy tools, it's like the one we traced, but a smaller size, and go ahead and kind of dab that paint to make sure that the brush strokes are nice and smoothed out. And I'm going to go ahead and repeat that process on the second cherry. Now, to add a little bit of dimension to the cherry, I'm going to just dab a little bit of white paint in the middle of the cherry and then use that spongy tool to kind of blend it in. And you can kind of play with this until you get kind of the look that you want, with a little bit of light in the middle, kind of blending out to the red outside. Or you could also leave the red cherries just solid red. It will still come out super cute. This is just kind of an added bonus that you could do to give it a little more dimension. Next, I'm going to take my neon green Thule Art paint pen. This is kind of a broad tipped one to create the stems and the leaves, and I'm going to use it to even color in the leaves. Sometimes it's just easier to use a paint pen, but I still am going to use that spongy tool because you can see kind of how the lines are existing there when you color it in this way. So the spongy tool kind of helps blend it in the same way that I blended the red on the cherries. Now it's time to give these guys a little bit of personality, so I'm going to use a dotting tool to create the beginnings of the Kawaii eyeballs. And then I'm going to take a 7mm Posca paint pen to create little smiley faces. I'm going to use that same Posca paint pen to do an outline around the cherry. This always makes me nervous because I feel like it makes the circle even more imperfect, so you just kind of have to go with it, and if you need to correct it at all, you can. I'm also going to use that pen to outline the leaves, but not the stems, because the stems are a little bit skinnier. So I'm going to use my Sakura Fine Line paint pen to do the stems, just because I want a thinner line so it doesn't deplete the stem. I'm also going to use this pen to add a little bit of detail to the leaves. And now I'm going to take some smaller nail dotting tools to create the white dots that give the Kawaii signature look to the little cherry eyes. And so I'm going to do a different design in each one. The one on the left has the 2 small dots, and the one on the right only has 1. I'm going to take this Folk Art Extreme Hologram Glitter paint to add a few little dot and drag juice squeezes into the natural part of the stone, so it'll just be kind of a glittery appearance off to the side. This looks really cute once the resin gets on it. And then one final little white accent line to give the appearance of shine. There you have a sweet, cute, easy design, fun for all ages. Don't forget to check out some other videos, and as always, thanks for stopping by to watch, and I will see you next time.